Hello, friends. Do you know that every single day more than 8.5 billion searches are made on Google? It is almost like every person on Earth is typing something into Google at least once a day. Think about how massive that is. But the most surprising thing is that doing all this is completely free. Google doesn't ask you for a rupee or a dollar when you search. And it's not just the search engine. Watching videos on YouTube is free. Sending emails on Gmail is free. Using Google Maps to reach any destination is free. Almost every product of Google is free to use. Yet this company has a market cap of over $2 trillion. How can this be? How can a company that doesn't charge us directly become one of the richest in the world? Today, let us try to understand the hidden business model of the Internet's most famous company. You must have heard how sometimes the name of a company becomes the name of the thing itself. Like when we say Xerox machine instead of photocopy machine, Fevicol instead of glue, or Band-Aid instead of adhesive bandage. That's when a company dominates so strongly that its brand becomes a common word. The same thing has happened with Google. Searching the internet is no longer called searching. It's called Googling. This revolution started in 1998 as a simple college project by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Their mission was very ambitious: to organize the information of the whole world and make it accessible to everyone. At that time, Google was just a simple search engine, a plain white page where you could type what you wanted to find. Even the name was special. It didn't really mean anything, but was inspired by the word Google, which is the number 1 followed by 100 zeros. They wanted the name to show that their search engine could look up endless amounts of information. Back then, if you used the internet, you might remember that Google searches showed endless pages of results. They even added extra O's in the logo for fun as you kept scrolling through. But then came the turning point in the year 2000. Google launched AdWords, today known as Google Ads. This allowed businesses to pay money to display their ads on Google's search pages. And slowly, this became the golden goose for Google. Of course, Google didn't stop there. In 2004, Gmail was launched. In 2005, Google Maps came and changed the way humans travel forever. In 2006, they bought YouTube, which was an independent company before. In 2008, they launched Android, which is now in most of the world's smartphones. That same year, they also launched Google Chrome, which has since become the most popular web browser in the world. Later, they entered hardware with Pixel smartphones, Chromebooks, and smart home devices. And today, they are also heavily investing in artificial intelligence. After hearing all this, you might think that everything Google touches turns to gold. But that's not true. For every successful product like YouTube or Maps, there are many failures. Google Plus, their attempt to beat Facebook, failed. Google Hangouts was shut down in 2022. Nexus tablets tried to compete with the iPad, but couldn't last. Google Glass, Google Wave, Google Reader, Google Podcasts, the list of failures is endless. In fact, if you look at Wikipedia, you will find more than 200 Google products that were eventually shut down. And here lies a very powerful lesson. Failure is the mother of all successes. To achieve something massive, you have to keep failing and learning. But among all their products, the most profitable stream even today is the one they started with, search ads. In 2022, Google earned a staggering $280 billion in revenue. Out of this, 58%, that is $162 billion, came only from search ads. Then there are Google Network ads shown on other partner websites, bringing in about $32 billion. YouTube ads contributed another $29 billion. And remember, YouTube ad revenue is shared between Google and creators. Around 45% stays with Google, while 55% goes to creators like us. Google Play Store apps, along with phones and laptops, contributed about $29 billion more. And then Google Cloud earned $26 billion. When you add it all up, you see how gigantic this system really is. But then you also see how dependent it is on one thing, ads. Now, here's the emotional part. I spend hours researching and putting together these videos for you, so that complex topics like Google's trillion-dollar empire feel simple and interesting. If you are enjoying this explanation, it would mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button right now. Let's make this journey of learning even bigger together. Now, if you look deeper, you'll see the real magic of Google's business model. They give away so many things for free and still make billions. How? Two reasons. The first is called the freemium model, free plus premium. The basic service is free, but if you want premium features, you pay. Gmail is free, but gives only 15 gigabytes of storage. If you want more, you need to pay. Google Drive is free until 15 gigabytes. After that, it's paid. YouTube videos are free to watch, but if you don't want ads, you must subscribe to YouTube Premium. This model is brilliant because you can try everything first without paying, and only when you love it, you consider upgrading. But here's the interesting twist. Most people never upgrade. 95% of users don't pay for Gmail, Drive, or YouTube Premium. And still, Google makes most of its money from these free services. How? That brings us to the second reason, data. Every time we search on Google, watch a video on YouTube, or send an email on Gmail, some data is collected. What we like, where we live, what age group we belong to, what we are searching for. All this creates an anonymous profile of us. Then advertisers use these profiles to target their ads. If you are a clothing business owner, you can choose that you only want to show your ads to 18 to 25-year-old girls living in NCR who search for cerise or sunglasses. Google's job is to match your ad to the right user. If you watch a sunglass review video, Google immediately knows you are the right customer for a sunglass ad. And that's how the system works. On top of that, there's bidding among advertisers. Whoever pays more and has a higher quality ad gets shown first. These ads come in different forms: search ads on Google results, banner ads on websites, video ads on YouTube that you skip or don't skip. Combined together, in 2022, ads alone brought Google $237 billion out of their total $280 billion revenue. Just look at that number, and you'll realize the dominance of this single business model. But there are cracks forming. People are becoming more conscious of privacy. We now know how much Google tracks us. From where we live, what we eat, to even what health problems we search for. And the moment privacy becomes more important, people share less. When data gets limited, ad targeting gets worse. And when ad targeting fails, advertisers won't spend money. On top of that, Google is putting almost all its eggs in one basket, ads. If something shakes this basket, everything breaks. Already, people are noticing that Google search results are not as useful as before. Too many ads appear at the top. And then came a competitor like ChatGPT. You ask a question and get a neat answer instantly. No ads, no clutter, no confusion. Google knows this too. That's why they are investing heavily in their AI project Gemini. Whether they can maintain dominance for the next 20 years is still uncertain. But one thing is guaranteed. For us, the users, this competition is a blessing. Companies will keep fighting, and we will keep getting better products. That's the beauty of innovation. And now, I want to ask you something straight from the heart. After hearing this entire story of how Google became a $2 trillion giant, what shocked you the most? Was it the billions they make from ads, or the number of failed products they have? I'd love to read your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let's talk about it.